Aloha, it's CreativeNameToStandOut again. This time I'm bringing you a PSA, a Get Out the Vote presentation. So Midram is running the Warhammer YouTuber Awards, and he's asking other YouTube channels to try to get out the vote. So here I am performing my civic duty in order to help achieve that goal. So here we are. Instead of me trying to, sell you on me, trying to campaign on myself for a certain category, I am instead going to try to sell you on the people I voted for. So without further ado, let's start with the categories. For most competitive, I would nominate Once Bitten. I feel like you could probably win a lot of these awards that are up for nomination, but when I consider what a lot of his focus is currently, which is I think getting into the Masters, a lot of his battle reports deal with tournament prep, a lot of tournaments are reported, and the fact that when I look back at 8th edition in totality, I learned a lot from his videos about how to play the game. I think he really deserves something like this, so as much as it means anything. So this is my nomination. You should agree. Now, best casual, that's very difficult because I think almost 90% of those YouTubers that are out there are casual players, and they all do a great job. So I thought about it for a bit, and I really think that Ian Batreps is probably one of the best, purely based on the presentation of it all. If you look at his channel, as you can see in this little video, I think he uses his daughter in his videos, that's pretty cool that you're including your family into this project. He just has really good production values for a battle report. He releases these on not like on a monthly basis, but maybe like a quarterly basis, maybe. I don't know. There might not even be a pattern, but it's a really great, superb job, and you can tell that the battles are not competitive at all. It's just for fun. And of course, there's a lot of other YouTubers out there that put out great content. Some of the ones that come to mind that I almost voted for, of course, is Luke Davis. He does a great job. He hasn't released some videos in a while, but when he does, it's always a treat. You then have, of course, Long Island Wargaming. He seems like he has a good group of friends there, and every time he does put out a fantasy report, it always seems very casual to me. He, of course, goes to tournaments also, but when most of them seem like they're pretty casual. For best tournament coverage, I nominated Skaven AZ. Now, he could have easily have gotten best competitive battle reporter also. This just goes to show that a lot of these awards could really overlap to a bunch of different people. So I nominated him because that's really his forte. He focuses on it. As you can see, he has an entire playlist focused on his thoughts on tournaments. So I think it's well deserved here. One thing about Skaven AZ I want to point out is I always think he should place higher than he ends up doing. He's a really good player. He's very analytical in what he's doing, but for whatever reason, he just always ends up a little bit lower than I think he would. So work on that. So without a doubt, the best rant video of the year belongs to Reef. He's just so good at ranting. He's a classic. He could give a symposium on the ranting. He's maybe the Socrates of ranting. So he's just so good at it. He should probably be banned from this category going forward, actually. If he wins this year, he should probably not win for any other year, because it's just not going to be fair for anybody else who wants to get into this category. So I definitely voted for Reef. This isn't really a matter of opinion, it's just a matter of what is. So please go out and make sure you vote for Reef in this category. And I do encourage the judges to disqualify the votes for all other categories for those people that are found to vote for other people outside of Reef in the rant category. For Best New Series, I voted for Midram and the Boys. I got an opportunity to be on this show. Maybe that made me a little bit biased, but I've watched every episode of this show, so I think you should be lauded for that. Another show that I think should be recognized, whether he actually wins or not, is Whoopi Womp's PMP. He's done a really great job, and he's done a lot of mule work on that, getting that spread around, and I'm assuming he helped launch that in the European version of it too. So I think a lot of thanks needs to go out to him for all that hard work. Speaking of hard workers and workhorses, I definitely gave Victor Case my vote for best hobby advice. He's done a lot in such a short period of time, and I'm very thankful for all the things that he does, especially those painting videos. That I've watched those while I've been trying to paint some of the things that he's been suggesting, the fur, the rocks, all that stuff, and it's always great reference. So definitely got my vote there. So for best rumor monger, this one was kind of confusing to me. I wasn't sure if rumor monger meant person who found out rumors and released it to the community, or person who just does a really good analysis on rumors. So obviously, if it's the latter, then I would say people should vote for MC1 Gamer, because that's his shtick there. He's really good on that. Otherwise, if it's about breaking news and it's not confined just to the YouTube but also to the Google Plus members, I'd really have to put my vote in there for Angel Larazarada. I hope I say that right. He always posts on Google Plus, and he has these links to his blog. They're entirely in Spanish, but thanks to my proficiency in Google Plus Translate, I'm able to read his stuff. So that's who I voted for at the end. I figure most people are going to be voting for MC1 Gamer too, so I felt safe voting for Mr. Angel. So that's who I think deserves some recognition in that category. So here's a list of people I think you can't go wrong with if you decide to vote for them. First, the Revel, this black dragon. I wish I had this black dragon. I mean, I do, but I don't have it painted up as nice as this. Next is Victor Case. He shows up again on my list. I think this is a Bellacore model. I might have that wrong, but the glowing effect on the chest is just phenomenal. Really impressed. Then there's Dice Miniature Paint Guy. I don't know what model this is, but you get real close into it, and it's just very clean, and I love it. It's just really nice. I like that staff there. Then of course there's Kieran Dunleavy. He's probably going to win it. He just, project after project, is all done to a high degree. So very impressive. At the end of the day though, I voted for Dice Miniature Paint Guy. I feel like he's probably an underdog, but really the Shaggoth model he did is one of my favorites, and if it wasn't terribly expensive, or if you want to get rid of it, I might even buy it, but it's probably way too expensive. So after that, we got one last category. So this category is just like rant, the rant category with Reef. You can't really argue against this. This isn't so much subjective as it is mathematical. The Sustainable Center practically, if not literally, releases content every day. So go out there and vote for him on this one. He deserves that recognition, and you know, he probably deserves some of those other categories too, but this one is undoubtedly his. So there you have it. There's my 2014 YouTube Warhammer Award nominees who I voted for, and people I think you should think about voting for. So you know, go out there, find I'll put the links below so you can find where to vote and voice your opinion. Just get more involved in the community. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.